Welcome to Beyond the Trailers coverage of the 2012 Academy Awards, giving you an in-depth look at the top categories. And be sure to cast your vote for who you think should win in our poll at tinyurl.com/BTT Oscar Vote 2012. There's even a write-in section, as this year the Oscars are snub central. Now let's take a look at the nominees for Best Supporting Actress.
Berenice Bejo, The Artist.
In The Artist, Bejo plays a young actress who comes to Hollywood with big dreams and charms her way to the top. Looks like life imitates art. With her only previous American film being a small part in A Knight's Tale, we might be seeing a lot more of French actress Bejo. Because while her co-star Jean Dujardin struggles with English, the Argentinian-born actress has no problem with it. Plus, with director-writer Michel Hazanavicius' own Oscar nomination for Best Director, he'll most likely be making more films in Hollywood as well, and he tends to cast his wife, Bejo. Don't expect Bejo to win come Oscar night, but do expect her to continue to make an impression.
Jessica Chastain, The Help.
Jessica Chastain will not win this award, but her presence in this category is the cherry on top of a great year for the actress. While Chastain had seen many of her films held up due to behind-the-scenes drama, what resulted was a year where she had 7 films debut. That huge volume of work not only earned her plenty of headlines, but highlighted her range as an actress. The 2 films that made the biggest impression, though, were The Help, for which she's nominated, and The Tree of Life, opposite Brad freaking Pitt. And while all her roles this year may have been supporting and on the softer side, word is she's getting ready to play none other than Princess Diana in a 2013 biopic. Chastain, if that actually comes to fruition, be sure to clear a place on your mantle, because that's the kind of role that has Oscar win written all over it.
Melissa McCarthy, Bridesmaids.
McCarthy is not only a wild card on screen, but in this lineup. When she was overlooked at the Golden Globes, not even receiving a nomination, it seemed as if the clock had struck midnight on this comedian's Cinderella story. Yet here she is with an Oscar nomination. With an Emmy already under her belt for Mike and Molly, will she go 2 for 2 this year when it comes to the major awards? It could very likely happen, but even if it doesn't, McCarthy has so much work lined up, it's not even funny. Kudos to a character actress who, like last year's winner Melissa Leo, didn't give up and at 41 is finally seeing all her hard work and dedication pay off.
Janet McTeer, Albert Nobbs.
You might not be overly familiar with McTeer's work, but she's living every actor's dream. She's a versatile actress who's been working steadily since the 1980s. Back in England, McTeer is a staple of the stage, the small screen, and the big screen. She even made a splash once before stateside for Tumbleweeds in 1999, where she was nominated for a Best Actress Oscar. And fittingly, you'll see her in Daniel Radcliffe's upcoming film, The Very British Woman in Black. She'll also be in the final season of Damages alongside her Albert Nobbs co-star Glenn Close. See, that's how Hollywood works. It's all who you know, and McTeer knows a lot of people. People who respect her and remember her come awards season.
Octavia Spencer, The Help.
She's gonna win. Yes, just like Streep, this is one of the safest bets on Oscar night. But as I noted with Viola Davis, this win won't mean anything if Hollywood doesn't create more meaningful roles for actresses of color. Taraji P. Henson, Monique, Angela Bassett, and Halle Berry have all either been nominated for an Oscar or won, yet they still hardly ever work. Even Spencer, who's been working in Hollywood since the 1990s, was still playing roles like Bank Coworker Number 1 and Troubled Woman as recently as 2009. Wouldn't it be great to see some women standing shoulder to shoulder with the achievements of Sidney Poitier, Morgan Freeman, and Denzel Washington? And those are the 2012 Best Supporting Actress nominees. Who do you think deserves the Oscar? Leave your comments down below, and don't forget to vote in the Beyond the Trailer Oscar poll. It closes on February 18th. I'm Grace Randolph, and I hope you'll check out the rest of BTT's Oscar coverage.